What is the practically pain-free method to giving birth? A lot of women have heard about it and they're curious. At the same time, they're skeptical because it sounds too good to be true. And that skepticism totally makes sense. Giving birth usually hurts a lot. I know because I've given birth 8 times and my first 3 births were excruciating. They were traumatic. They were so painful and drawn out and just miserable. Then, when I was pregnant with my 4th baby, I learned the practically pain-free method to giving birth. I did not expect that birth was going to be low pain or beautiful, pleasant experience. I had no expectations like that. I just hoped that it wouldn't be as bad as my first 3 had been. But I actually ended up dilating all the way to 10 centimeters without having any pain at all. And then the only pain I did experience was when I was pushing, which I had to do really fast because I had rushed to the birth center since I had no idea I was actually close to pushing. So that's kind of how I came to have my first experience where I saw that this method actually works and it makes a huge difference. And then actually with my next baby, I pushed her head out without even feeling it. So it was even more of an incredible experience because I had used the practically pain-free method. So what is it? It is a 10-step method that teaches birth preparation and strategies and techniques to use during labor. So with the birth preparation, there's a lot of things that we have our mamas do to prepare their uterus and cervix for birth, to prepare their mental strength for birth, their physical body, their tissues, perineal tissues, etc. A lot of things that can help the birth experience go smoother and faster and have a reduced risk of interventions or complications. And all of that contributes to having a low pain birth experience. Then while they're in labor, there's strategies that they can do, that their birth partner can do to really manage and reduce the pain. Some of these are pretty simple. Some of them kind of seem life-changing. They're like, wow, it's incredible the difference it makes. But everything combined is the practically pain-free method. Now, one thing that I hear a lot is the reason that my births were practically pain-free, because my first 3 were painful, but then they started being low pain after that, is because birth just becomes easier the more babies you've had. And I want to just clear up that misconception. Birth does tend to go faster. If you've had more babies, your labor can progress faster, but that doesn't mean less painful. I've had so many mamas tell me that even though they had multiple births, they sometimes got more painful or they didn't get even less painful at all. And I myself, I could turn the pain on or off during my labor, even my 8th birth, just by using the techniques that we teach or not using them. And I won't go into all of that because that was a whole other video of how you can experience that for yourself. And the other thing you need to realize is that we have had plenty of first-time mamas use this method and also have low pain births. We've had mamas who had previous traumatic, painful births use it and have redeeming, beautiful, peaceful births. And we've even had several twin mamas use this method and have low pain births. We recently had a mama share her story with us. Her first birth was very painful. So then on her second baby, she found the Mighty Mama movement and used the practically pain-free method and shared her birth experience with us. And she was just in awe that she could have such a beautiful birth experience. Well, she recently shared her birth experience with twins, completely unmedicated and natural, and said that that birth was even less painful. So she gave birth to twins experiencing less pain than when she had given birth to her first baby and had not used the practically pain-free method. So it's not just me. It's not just because I've given birth a lot of times and magically my birth has become easy. It's moms who are giving birth in hospitals or at home or in birth centers, anywhere. It's first-time moms. It's repeat moms. We have a lot of VBAC moms who are able to successfully have these low pain births. And with the VBAC moms, it's not just successfully have a low pain birth, but successfully have a VBAC by having it be peaceful and calm and a smooth birth so that they avoid the potential complications that come with doing a VBAC. So if it's possible to have a practically pain-free birth, then why isn't it more common? Why aren't all the doctors and midwives and everyone out there teaching their clients how to have this type of birth? Why isn't everyone doing it? Well, there's a few things that are the major obstacles that get in the way for women to have these low pain births. The first one is the medicalization of birth. We are not against medical interventions when they are necessary. They can be life-saving, and we're so grateful that they exist. But birth is a natural process. Our bodies have a lot of incredible built-in mechanisms to help us give birth safely and actually low pain if we don't get in the way. But interventions absolutely get in the way. And once you get one intervention, you usually need another intervention. And so again, not that we are against interventions, but we are against standard procedure interventions or forced interventions, basically interventions that are not medically necessary, because that is one huge factor that increases the pain that women experience while they're giving birth. A lot of what we teach is based in ancient midwifery wisdom. It's been around for centuries, helping women have peaceful births. But again, with the hospitalization of birth and the changes that have happened over the last several decades, these things have been widely lost, and most women simply aren't aware of them. Even a lot of midwives don't know this. We've had several mamas come to us and say that their midwives take notes on what they've told her that they've been learning in the course. And we've had many midwives come to us and say, I want all of my clients to go through your birth program, because I've seen that those who have done so have had so much better births. And so they require their clients to take a birth education program, and they recommend that they take the Practically Pain-Free Birth course because they've seen the incredible results that it has brought. Another big obstacle that gets in the way of women having peaceful, low-pain births is fear. A lot of women are scared to death to give birth because they have heard horror story after horror story about how painful it is. Many of them have had their own horror story birth experiences, and they know for themselves birth can hurt a lot. And that's the thing you need to understand. I'm not saying that birth doesn't hurt. I'm saying that it doesn't have to hurt. Birth can be incredibly painful. There's a reason why everyone says it's the most painful thing a human being can do. It really can hurt so much. It's just that it doesn't have to hurt so much. So if you want to have a practically pain-free birth, what do you need to do? Well, I'm glad you asked, because that is why we're out here with the Mighty Mama movement, educating women and empowering them to have this type of birth. I haven't actually introduced myself. My name is Rachel Moises. I am a mother of 8, and I am co-founder of the Mighty Mama movement together with Heather Shelley. Now, Heather is a mother of 4. She's also a midwife, a nurse practitioner, a registered nurse, a doula, and an international board certified lactation consultant. And we are the founders of the Mighty Mama movement and the Practically Pain-Free Birth method. And so women who are out there saying, I want to have a low pain birth, and that is whether you're going natural or with an epidural. Obviously, a lot more women who are trying to go unmedicated are taking their birth preparation more seriously and looking for programs like this. But even women who are going to have an epidural can really benefit from good birth education, because it helps reduce the risks of complications and help their birth go faster and smoother, which even with an epidural is ideal. Either way, it's just really important to take your birth preparation seriously and educate yourself to be able to make informed decisions throughout your labor, to go through the birth preparation, both mental and physical, and to know the strategies and techniques to implement while you are in labor and while you are delivering your baby. To make this as easy as possible, I am offering a free online birth class called How to Give Birth with Practically No Pain. This class will teach you one of the most effective techniques to reduce the pain of contractions. And I do a hands-on demo in there where you can really see in real time for yourself how this technique has a huge impact on the amount of discomfort and pain that the body experiences. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you feel a bunch of pain in order to see that, but it's really interesting. It's very impactful, and it's so important. So even if you're close to giving birth, join this free class so that you can learn that technique, and it will make a difference for your birth. And if you've got more time before you will be having your baby, absolutely essential that you start your birth preparation, and this free class is the best way to do that. So I'm putting a link below this video that you can click to join the free class. There's no obligation to do anything else with the Mighty Mama movement after that free class. If you want to, we do have more resources. For example, a comprehensive birth course that teaches you the entire 10-step practically pain-free birth method. No, I'm not going to be able to teach you that whole thing in a 1-hour free birth class, but the free class is still super valuable. And then if you like that and you think, well, I would like to learn the entire method, we do have that available as well. So if you have any questions, put them in the comments and I'll be happy to answer them for you. And I hope to see you at the free birth class.